Oh.
It's been 1 week.
Has it been? I thought I was gone the week before.
Oh, it might have been that like there was that. No, I think it's just been 1 week, and
Okay,
you might have been gone. It felt like a long time, right?
Yeah.
The 1 week I'm gone, people were just like, "Scar, where are you? Dude, come back!" And I'm just like, I had to come back just for you guys.
So we have a special surprise today. So if you guys have been following us on social media, on Twitter and all that junk, we have been talking a lot about fighting games, and today we're going to show off how bad both of us are at Guilty Gear.
Yes!
So I'm going to, we brought our fight sticks today, so I'm going to get this set up, and Scarra, you can talk about whatever you want while I get this set up.
Okay, so I'm like kind of really into fighting games right now. I don't have my free time is usually all spent on reading. Now my free time is spent on reading like execution for fighting games, and so because of that, I bought a stick and Josh is a stick, and part of the thing we're gonna do, maybe even past the show, we're gonna be playing Guilty Gear. I actually have Tekken as well installed, but Josh doesn't play Tekken. So.
All right.
We'll go with Guilty Gear because Josh is an anime lover at heart. All right, does this work?
Work. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it up on screen now.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Almost.
Here. Wow.
Am I plugged in?
Yeah, you should be. Oh wait, it's because I'm not clicked onto here.
Perfect.
Right. Let me get chat up on the laptop screen.
All right. I can't read what you guys are saying yet.
All right.
But anyways, so what I see us doing, we'll play some games. We'll talk about some stuff that's hot throughout the week. So of course, the first thing we gotta talk about while we're playing is Dardoch.
Oh my god.
So what are your thoughts about this guy literally topping more teams than anyone else in the region? He is 0-5 in best of record scores against a team.
So here's the thing, is that with Dardoch, I tweeted this out. I feel like Dardoch and Team Liquid have this like Rihanna-Chris Brown relationship, where even though Dardoch beats the shit out of Team Liquid, has that famous Twitch clip where he talks shit about how he has no respect for the organization, no respect for the players, and yet Team Liquid is like, no, I miss you. Here's a lot of fucking money. Come back. And Dardoch's like, all right, bitch, I'm back.
You know, I think it's probably different than that. It's probably no one else will give him a chance after CLG. And so because of that, he's the only one left. Like, or they're the only team left that are just like, yeah, I guess we'll pick. They're like, it's like the pound, you know?
Yeah.
They just pick them straights. That's so bad. Holy shit.
I just can't believe anyone at this point would look at Dardoch and be like, that's a guy I want on my team. CLG, the team that's like the family friendly, like, hey guys, we're gonna be a family, we're gonna be working together, and Dardoch couldn't fit in there. Like, where can he possibly fit in? Oh my god, you bitch.
Oh. So we both started playing this game like pretty early, or pretty recently. Probably within the last... Oh,
fuck. I'm getting fucked up.
Last week or so. Oh, God. Okay. Which means we're both relatively, and by relatively, I mean we're just awful.
We're like so bad.
Wait, speak for yourself, Josh. I'm awful, actually.
I'm so bad at this game, dude. Oh, fuck. I just ran into that.
But actually, I think one of the things I learned is that I just love playing, like learning new things. And so I think fighting games is something that I've really wanted to play for a long time.
Oh. That fucking hit me there.
The hitbox on this is like my anti-air.
That's so ridiculous. It doesn't look like it should anti-air anything.
This little kick. Oh my.
Oh my god, that range.
Hello? Hello? Let go of me, Josh.
I don't think that's the proper way to... Did that hit?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
I win! Alright, so we've established the order of best player in the household already.
That was one game, dude.
One best of 3, dude. Evo's only... You only got one shot, dude. Who's the winner of Evo this year? I don't even remember. All I know is Ogawa was like the winner last year or something. That guy is actually so good. I watched him play. I was like, what is this guy doing?
Oh, fuck. You go under my high toss grenade and then...
I feel like I get hit with that way more than I should. Like that shouldn't be fully safe for me. Like, but I'm using it as if.
Oh, my command grab.
Oh my.
Oh, fuck. Did you jump into it? Oh, fuck!
Oh! Oh! I actually have no idea how to play. Like, from what I understand, Raven's kind of like a rushdown character, but then. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Thank God that has minimum range. Oh. Oh my god, first to nothing.
Fuck.
One of the weird things is I'm trying to balance Tekken and this game, and Tekken you very rarely change sides. In this game, I literally change sides every game, I think. Oh my god, I didn't follow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it didn't work! It didn't work! Is he already back?
No, that's probably Miles.
Oh my god, I'm done for.
Oh, fuck. These games are super close, but I can never close it out.
What's the chat saying? I actually can't read that. It's too small.
Yeah, I can't read it either.
Oh wait. Oh, we don't have a mouse wheel for it?
Wait, a what?
Oh, never. No. So like, you know how you do control mouse wheel to like shift it? I think you do control and then you do the
shift.
No, it's like control and you like move up on the pad. Yeah. Wait. Can we read it now?
Alright, here we go.
Scarra 1
Right,
Evo.
wait,
That's
wait.
all I need to read from you guys. Yeah, actually, we can talk about Evo finishing.
Here, let's start this over. Wait, I guess whatever. Our games don't take that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need 69 seconds for a game, man. Tekken seconds are literally just they're 60 seconds. Tekken rounds.
Woo! My boy's been in the lab, dude. You can actually combo shit. Woo! I got fucked up.
Whew.
I don't know how to do combos into specials like that.
Dude, that's all literally last night, 'cause I was like, I don't want to get embarrassed that I play this on stream tomorrow. So I gotta, like, if people watch my stream, they know I haven't been playing Raven more than like a day on stream. So literally, like, last night, I spent 2 hours playing this character. Just.
I literally have no idea how to beat when you come in like. At
Yeah, except for doing like the gunshot. This is not safe. Oh, did not mean to Roman cancel that. That is definitely not safe for me. To the degree that I'm using it.
Oh my god.
Playing on this side is so difficult.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. it's I remember someone's like, why does side matter? I'm like, dude, side matters so much. Side matters so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can reach. Nice. Oh, that didn't combo.
How do I approach with this character?
All I know is my approach, I do like the dumbest way. Wait, what? Ow. Are you sure you need to approach as that character? I feel like you just gotta stop my approach because
I think this character's supposed to be a rush down.
I feel like that's not the correct way to play your character.
When I watched other people play this character, it was just like, oh, okay, you're just supposed to like run at them.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh wait.
You're just supposed to run at them. I feel like that's not the right way to do it.
Like, the people who play this character are like super good at rushing down.
I feel like every character knows how to rush down, but in this character, in this fight, you
how do I jump at you? All your moves beat my aerial attacks.
My normals are actually really nice.
I guess if you're back there, I can just shoot you.
Which is kind of weird also, because I have the invincible dash. Wow. Oh god. Oh my.
You did it.
I was pushing buttons. Oh, the burst meter stays and the special doesn't? It tells you how long I've been only playing in the lab because I didn't know that.
Oh fuck.
All I know is how to
Oh my god.
is how to do this. So you wake up with like a.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
It's like when you're doing the wake up, I have like potential chance at a mix up, but I don't have my like sadism bar high enough to like set up good combos. So it's all blockable.
So like, what I see with my character too is the same way you use my grenade to hit people when they're waking up, or when they're waking up, so that you have pressure on their wake up.
Now I'm on the other side. Perfect. Just what I wanted. No.
Wait, I thought I blocked that. Oh fuck.
Dude, your character's broken.
Wait, whose?
Yours.
No. I wish, man.
It's like live from across the screen.
Dude. Oh my god. I want to try the.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but that's punishable. Oh my.
Maybe by someone who knows how to play.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Ooh. Represent the Falcomains? Oh man, if I played Melee, this would be.
What are you trying to say? I can't do the same thing at Melee? You're saying I can't do the same thing on Melee. You're right. Oh my god.
Oh fuck, I keep messing up my...
Apparently these normals are like some of the best. Oh. Ow. Ow.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so by the way, I will not be on the show tomorrow, because it's my birthday and my mom is getting divorced, and so I won't see her in a long time. So that's why I won't be on the show tomorrow.
Speaking of very like different like emotional states you just threw at me, man. Wait, who's doing the pre-show with me then?
I'm not sure.
It's okay. I can call in another fighting game expert. Who else plays? I need someone who's a Tekken player. That way I can combine both my loves for both games. That's so unsafe. Holy moly.
Oh my god, that range.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh fuck. Fuck, my grenade blew up on myself. Fuck, I messed up my special.
Oh! Oh my god. Wait, I just did two.
Oh fuck, I pulled out the wrong thing. Fuck.
What is that, the shotgun?
Oh my god, the character's different modes are so hard on this character.
Okay, this is the only character I know someone had to play. I tried it, I know, like this morning, and just got absolutely smashed. I might be able to play, no, my bike is super bad too, so. I'm supposed to technically use that for like full screen poke, and I just never do it. I think because I value rushdown like a little bit more.
Oh my god.
I didn't hit, oh my.
Oh fuck, I keep messing up my, that attack. Oh, wake up grab?
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no, it didn't work. I'm an idiot. Woo. Oh my. I like how close these games are, but it's just like I come out with the wins by like this much.
Your punishes are definitely better than mine. Cause like I can't combo into supers like you can, and then I only know how to basically poke. How did I not get that?
I feel like the range of my normal, it's like so hard for like, especially when two people are beginning to beat rushdown. Especially because the range of my normals is actually like if I catch you in the form where you can like actually punish me full screen with my dash, you're just dead. Or I had a full. I get like a full punish off that.
Fuck.
Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Yeah, you have to learn how to play both sides of the screen. In Tekken, I like cheat, and I don't have to do that. But here, you have to learn how to do it. Oh, what? Like grab me off the
Oh
counter.
fuck. Oh my god. Because of where your character lies, it's like so hard for me to do any of my supers.
Yeah, because I'm diagonal.
Yeah, diagonally.
What are they saying?
I'm bad at every game.
Dude, come on, man. If I played Josh in Smash, it'd be like the same thing, but it'd be like a little bit closer.
What? I bet I would force stock you literally 6 games in a row.
I mean, I would not argue with that. That's why we're playing Guilty Gear though. Don't bring your GameCube controller into a stick fight, you know? Why are you laughing, Miles? You're making me look stupid. Come on, Miles. I'm in front of a lot of people, okay? Oh god, that Roman cancel.
Oh fuck, I tried to air dash through it and I couldn't.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
I'm trying to like, you know, the dash forward, the grab. I can't do that without doing my heavy, and it's like so bad because, the grab is so good on this guy. Like all the grabs open you up into like really nice combos. Yeah, please. Alright, you're sandbagging before I get it. Okay.
Fuck. I wish I was sandbagging.
I love this normal. It's actually so good.
It's so long range.
Yep.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I need to burst that. Holy.
Now he will try.
Yeah, dude, he was sandbagging the whole time.
Oh, that
thank
missed?
God. That string should pretty much be unmess-upable for me if I land the initial hit. Which, whoops. Get away from me. You actually kept blocking there. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
Get fucked!
Oh, and that's where we end the pre-show. It's like, there's no run back allowed.
I'm learning.
I know. Dude, oh my God. Alright, just because you said that, dude, are you serious?
Oh fuck.
Wow, let's get down here, dude. The peanut gallery upstairs thinks he's got this. Are you serious?
Oh, really? That didn't connect with my... Oh, fuck. I always mess up my,
Oh my, I didn't mean to jump there. That sucks. I think your combo was dropping there in the first place. Why not even burst that? Oh my god. Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Wait, it still exploded me? I didn't mean to do that. Wait, no.
Oh!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Oh, hell yeah, I'm learning, baby.
Wait, maybe I was sandbagging.
Wait, what the fuck? How did you
Wait,
turn around like that?
You crossed yourself up, which is like, great for me. I love it.
Oh my god, I just bursted my own grenade. Oh fuck.
Give me some space, man.
Oh fuck, I just jumped right into that.
Oh my god. Not that much space, Josh. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what? That's not what I meant to do. Oh.
Oh! If I was good, that would have been a follow-up. If I was good, that would have been a follow-up. I did the Roman cancel. And I couldn't follow up on the hit.
That if, man. What? It canceled? Oh my god.
Wait, that still hit me?
Yeah, it's an over. The initial one's an overhead. Depending on which one I do. Wait, that's not. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Alright, you ready for this? Oh! That's like, dude, you can't just block. That's. Are you serious?
Oh fuck. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I pressed the wrong buttons. God damn it.
Oh,
I'm
well,
so
you can't
sad.
just block my instant kill. Are you serious?
Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button.
There's actually a combo in. There's like a couple of combos into it. God, what happened to? Oh, you did actually jump.
Oh fuck.
Oh, are you actually playing on stream?
Yeah.
What? No. Why would we?
The Preshow? What the fuck?
Wait, we're answering questions on stream.
Holy shit, we got the new laptop here too?
Yeah.
Oh
Which,
my God.
by the way, it blue screen literally. So I was a little bit worried about it.
It blue screen right away?
Yeah, like when we first came in, and there hasn't been a problem. But I was like super worried. But
Oh my god, how did that turn into your combo?
what do you mean?
A little chilly. A little cold.
Well, I mean, that's just your opinion.
Who's
man.
winning?
Scar's been winning a lot.
Damn, Josh, I thought this was really.
Who said that?
Yeah, Josh. I thought it was your game.
Yeah, dude, I thought you were practicing this thing like non-stop on stream. I'm pretty sure there's VODs of you.
Yeah, Josh.
Wait,
are you
Scar's
serious?
been playing just as much, if
Are
not
you
more than I.
serious, Josh?
Oh my god, I'm tilted.
You ready, John?
Are we under League of Legends or Guilty here?
Oh my. Wait, why don't you let me do it? Oh,
Oh my god, I can never react to the dash. Fuck.
Alright, we got this round left and we'll start.
Yeah.
What are we under? What's that?
We're under League. Are you serious?
Okay, yeah.
This is Premier League of Legends content.
Right.
Oh my god, that range is ridiculous.
Yeah, we got good old Talon versus Lux.
Yeah. Wait, Lux is a gun? That's weird.
It's the Commando skin. Haven't you seen Commando Lux a little bit?
Oh,
Oh
give
my
it to
God.
me. Give it. Oh,
Oh my god, I can't press my buttons.
it's okay. Only I need to press buttons. Don't worry about it. Oh my. Can you out of this corner is good. Oh, thank.
Oh my god, I messed up everything there. That doesn't reach.
Oh.
Oh my god, that normal is so long ranged. Alright.
Squiggly Arm Bros won.
I gotta learn my
That's
Polish
talent.
game.
That's the new talent. Did you get in your haircut?
I haven't.
You look like. Maybe I've just been playing a lot of Tekken, but you look like you could be that guy, Paul Phoenix.
Paul Frazier?
Paul Phoenix.
John Paul? Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I need a. There's something in my eye. You can start the show, or you can introduce yourself. I need to go.
Hello.
I need to get something out of my eye.
Wait, where is this window? Why is the window down there?
Oh no, this is just.
Oh, okay. Just for guilty here, he says. Oh, we are. Okay, hello. Welcome, everybody, to Greatest League Talkshow. As you could tell, very focused on League of Legends here. Will you guys actually watch the game?
Wait, I was watching.
Okay. Anyways, welcome, everybody. For second to last... Well, I guess it's the fourth to last show. Second to last week.
Is it?
Yeah, it's week 8.
It's already week 8.
Yeah, I think it's because Rift Rivals just made it feel like it's 2 seasons or something.
So, like, this is Team Liquid in week 8?
This is Team Liquid in week 8, dude. Almost taking Cloud9, you know? Battle of some of the top teams, you know, in the LCS.
Oh, yeah. Especially yesterday's Team Liquid, too.
I got my notes all over the place. Where the fuck are we? Oh, we don't have the topics done, and Josh just went and left.
It's alright. Do you want to just... We can start with Friday's games where the topics will be the same.
What do you mean?
Well, like, because they won't be out of order. That makes sense?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, people aren't going to know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, there's no indicator there.
Yeah, we have to set everything up on this.
Did I do it?
Yeah, go for it. What's happening with the production? Look at the camera. Is it like off center?
Oh yeah, it's fucked up.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's super. I don't know. I'm supposed to come home. Everything's just working. I don't
Oh.
even know where my fucking mouse is. My mouse is unplugged. Why?
Oh, plug out the that one. It's because there's not enough USB ports on this to have two
fight sticks.
Two fight sticks plus all the
webcam
production.
and a microphone.
Yeah, it's not possible. Apparently the mic is skipping as well. Do you want me to just restart this as well?
Is it? It looks like this. It shouldn't be. What are you pressing?
No, I'm not nothing. I'm just wondering.
I don't know. I just got here. I just work here, man.
Whatever. They say the mic is good. Let's get... Don't worry about it, guys. This
Nothing but the best for Greatest League Talkshow, baby.
Yeah, this production is brought to you in part by our great partners at What are our partners?
We have no partners. No one wants to be associated with us.
Are you sure?
Is it using the right microphone? Because I see this is picking up. I just want to make sure we have the audio set to the right thing. Oh god, Friday's games were awful.
Oh yeah, I rewatched them because I was like, maybe they weren't as bad, and then I was like, nope, they were bad.
Like, it's P1 versus Echo Fox.
Okay, honestly, I just expected more from P1. Like, the thing is, I didn't watch them last week, right? So, I should preface this with saying, so last week I was gone for DreamHack Atlanta, which means I didn't really watch any of the games. I didn't go back to watch some of the games either. So, because of that, Mark, you may have to fill me in on a little bit of history from last week.
I mean, basically what happened is Immortals looks really weird on this patch. It feels like they just don't play Maokai. They don't play like a lot of strong 7-14 champs. TSM's like alright, they're not too bad, not too great. And then P1 is just awful. Super overrated.
I heard P1's really bad. Like,
yeah, they're probably worse than Team Liquid right now.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Although I have my own take on the personal meta, which I'll come to once we're done with this.
What do you mean your personal meta?
No. My personal take on the current meta.
Okay, I thought you meant like you have your own meta.
No, after playing it a lot on stream, kind of understanding what's what. Honestly, this meta the jungler feels so bad to play in the current meta. Like, coming from someone who's been spamming jungle for the last month, I was playing when like Elise, Lee Sin were super good, and then now I'm playing when like everyone picks Zac, Gragas, and Rek'Sai and builds Knight's Vow into Cinderhulk every game, and it's just like actually incredibly unfun to play.
I heard people complaining about it on Twitter too, like Dom and shit.
Essentially, what it comes down to is since the AD takes more of jungler takes more of a supporter stance unless you're playing Elise. What ends up happening is that a lot of the strength now goes back to your laners, especially early game. So when jungling used to be a really big volatile threat in the early game, now it's less of a threat because you have tank junglers who like to farm. So because of that, your laners matter a lot more. A lot of times, if your lanes like win or lose, it's not decided based on you unless you're playing like a somewhat risky, aggressive carry pick.
Dude, why does this have a white background?
They're saying the mic cuts because the sensitivity is too low.
Mic cuts because the sensitivity is too low.
Do we have a noise gate on it?
I'll check in a second. This arrow picture, what happened to it? Why is it like this?
I have no idea. I think we just took one of the pictures from your...
Yeah, but this should be the right one.
Except for it's white.
Yeah.
Alright, it's cool. I'll just sit up for this. Not a big deal.
That one white too? White too. What's going on? Josh just like fucking left when he plays Guilty Gear and leaves.
That's the number one.
You know what? You guys are getting white arrow because that fucking kid.
That's the number one production in North America, baby. Only the best on Greatest League Talkshow. Thank you. Where
is settings in fucking OBS Studio?
Just right click the mic and look at properties. I click that and look at filters or properties. It's the other one. Filters.
What's going on here?
I'm shit talking you.
Then go fuck yourself.
Is there a noise gate?
Yeah, there's an open and closed threshold.
I don't know exactly which one, but we should make the gate a little bit less.
I'm gonna just drop both down.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No?
Sure. I don't know what that means.
How can I just remove both?
You could just remove the gate.
How?
By like right clicking the gate and deleting it.
What?
So like on the left, you right click that and just remove it.
Shit out of here, dude.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. We did have a noise gate. It seems to have messed up a little bit, so now you should be able to hear everything in the room, including and not limited to upstairs, Miles, and the shower.
Yeah, hopefully you can hear Miles peeing. If you can hear Miles peeing, we're great. While I'm doing Josh's job, why don't I do that a little bit? Not quite enough.
Wait.
I'm going the wrong way.
That way, yes.
It's better. Maybe a little crooked. Definitely a little crooked.
You think it's crooked?
It's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely crooked.
I mean, are you sure? You got different colored socks. You're trying to.
I only have 2 pairs of socks that are dress socks, and the analyst desk they're doing no desk because it's just us two. So I only have a pair of gray socks, and then these ones for dress socks because they got to go up pretty high. And yeah, these are pretty.
I like your choice.
People are complaining it's too tilted. I don't think I care. Do you think you care?
Let's just get started.
All right, let's get into it.
We delayed this too much. Welcome, guys, to Greatest League Talkshow. This is the talk show that talks about North American LCS week by week. This week we are on week 8 of the North American LCS, so we'll be covering Friday and Saturday's games today, as well as at the end. What do you want to do?
Maybe we'll do a QA.
Maybe we'll do a QA. We'll see how long it goes.
If chat's real nice to me today, if you guys go around calling me MarkZ, fuck yourselves. I'm not answering any questions.
So we're not answering questions.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get on to it. To the first matchup, P1 versus Echo Fox, Battle of the Titans.
Let's get through this one real quick. P1 is bad. Echo Fox kind of just drafted for late game, and they're like, P1 is too bad to beat us in the early game, hard enough for us to lose.
To be fair, P1 does a lot of stuff in the early game. Like, they had considerable leads in both the games in the series, but they just couldn't close.
Yeah, apparently Echo Fox's read was right, that they cannot close, and then they just kind of get outscaled and lose. But like you said, game 1, they really did have a really strong lead. They had like a 4-for-1 around the bot lane because there was like no TP, with no TP. I don't know why I need to indicate no TP. Oh, because Jace interrupted it. It was exactly what you thought would happen. So, like, Blitz, Jace, Zach, Jhin, like that, and Talia. So, of course, they just go gangbang bot lane, and Jace just stops the Shen from getting involved, and they win a 4-for-1.
The thing I think about P1 is that they're like a team that seems like they're what you would see from a team that just got put together at the start of the season. A team that understands how to play early game, but has no idea what they're doing mid-game into late game. And a lot of how they used to be able to get around that was they put Mike on carry picks, and he would just brute force his way through the mid game. But since he's put on tanks now, and the other team also has tanks, you can't get easy picks or picks that fights have to be extended out. And with that being put in mind, I don't think P1 knows what they're doing.
Right, because even if you pick, Nidalee again or whatever he was playing before, they're, like you said, now in a tank, so you just can't blow them up in the mid game as easily. So, yeah, bad meta for Mike Young to do. I don't think necessarily it's a bad meta for him, but it's a bad meta for what P1 needs him to do.
Yes, I actually think that he plays tanks pretty well. Like,
yeah, his Zac looked really good this game.
Watching his Zac play, I was like, wow, he did really good CC. Just like I thought the first game was literally just, especially on Blitz, popped off. He actually hit some ridiculous hooks in the early game. I thought P1, Xpecial and Mike Young worked really, really well together securing bot side river. And Echo Fox, I don't know what they're doing. Because what happens is, if you're a good team, one team secures one side of the river, and the other team secures like the other side. And I can understand as Echo Fox, you don't want to gank top lane because it's Shen. You want to put all your eggs into the bot lane basket. If you're doing that, you need to find a way to be able to de-ward the river or gank control the river or pressure like mid lane more. So
I just think I don't know how you can test bot lane. Like you have Janna, Sivir, Maokai, and Corki versus Taliyah. Like they just win bot lane. Their jungle's better, and then the mid lane they push.
I think that their route should have been the Maokai. Then they pink ward left side mid lane and they gank mid lane a lot with Shen.
I think ganking mid lane can be fine. Shen can kind of kill Jace if he gets a taunt and he doesn't hammer form knock him back, and then Maokai chain CCs and the other guy's not up there. That said, if Zac is up there, you probably get smashed in that 2v2. So it's just they have a bunch of losing lanes. That said, it is pretty funny to watch Janna get hooked multiple times and with coin sustain just be like, she just kept walking away fine. Janna with coin's a little...
I mean, coin in general is definitely overtuned, and I think all the games this weekend you kind of see everyone picking up coin.
Still some Frost Queen claims on Karma and stuff, which I just don't know why.
Or I think there is...
It's Targon on Braum.
Exactly. But aside from that, for the most part, it's the best support item. And as the game progressed, pretty much, I thought Xpecial went for some of the greediest hooks ever. He started hooking tanks when they had leads in the mid lane, and sure, it turned out that they ended up winning that fight.
Yeah.
And while they were doing that fight, I was just they shouldn't have won that. I don't think they should win fights when they hook the tank in that kind of position, but they're able to get out the lead, and then, as you said before, couldn't close out the game because eventually Xpecial is standing up in front, and they just initiate on Blitz, and he dies.
It's a really weird situation, though, because, like, from behind, Echo Fox loses a fight. They lose a man. 4v5s, they still force Dragon, and they get the Dragon. And then instead of running away, Echo Fox tries to fight them again. They go for a flash taunt 4v5, and then they get, like, cleaned up. I think they lost Baron off this. This was, like, 25 minutes in the game. And they start getting fucked up. I think they lost their mid inhibitor, too. And then what ends up happening is when the Baron respawns at 33 minutes, Echo Fox is like, we're losing the game. Let's just force the Baron. And then they force the Baron. They get the Baron. They should be trapped in the pit and fucked. But like you said, Blitz just walks forward and dies.
I think at that position, it's really hard for Blitz to be able to like play out the front line well. Like he can't front line in that position. He has to look for just strictly picks.
Well, especially because like eventually Echo Fox's comp is just going to be better. Corki Sivir, Janna, Maokai, Shen is pretty nuts.
I think we saw a little bit of Janna Sivir throughout the week, and it's a comp where like you're getting to 4 items, you win the game.
And to be fair, Echo Fox should not have gotten to 4 items, but P1 played this one particular fight bad enough that combined with losing Baron and this fight, Echo Fox gets back into the game, and then it's over.
Yeah, because they just get outscaled. So I think there's no way this happens 2 games in a row. I'm just like, you know what? P1 had a great early game, made some mistakes, going to the second game.
Oh, God, dude. The second game was the most boring fucking game ever. It was like 2-2, 30 minutes into the game, and it's just Brandini on Camille split pushing.
Yeah, I mean, before this, though, I thought, again, Mike did his job well as like a jungler. He ended up ganking quite a bit, had traded a lot of farm for pressure early.
And once again, Xpecial was roaming well, too. There was like a 3-15, 3-man roam mid or some stuff like that. Overall, pretty good.
But then the game just stalls out. After P1 gets a significant, like, 3K gold lead, nothing happens, and then the side lane Zig just gets picked, you know? Gets picked 1 time, gets picked 2 times, and eventually gets to the point where Echo Fox starts clawing their way back for no reason at all. Just aside from the fact that the other team doesn't know how to do the steps up to like getting the vision, pushing through a certain lane, getting the objective, and resetting and doing it on the opposite side.
And what's weird is like, even though the Camille is clearly beating the Cho'Gath, it doesn't feel like she ever actually can kill him, but it's getting to the point where like she's just autoing the turret and Cho'Gath is trying to clear the wave and can't quite do it. And I think she had Titanic Hydra for lifesteal this time.
Oh, she had the Ravenous.
She did Ravenous.
She did have Ravenous. And then she went Spirit Visage so that there's no way she would ever lose the 1v1.
Yeah, and a couple times Cassian roamed down and picked the Camille, but they were never in a position to do anything with it. So eventually they just try and force a Baron and like TP in. And to be fair, I actually didn't think this call cost them the game because they get the Baron and they lose 2.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
They go up mid, they lose their mid inhib, and then you're like, all right, yeah, they sack their mid inhibitor correctly. You think they're going to be fine, and then they just start a fight with Cassian respawning in 7 seconds.
When I saw that, I even tweeted, I was like, what did I just see? It was Xpecial flashing with Thresh to get a hook and start the fight. And I'm just like, wait, you don't have your carries.
Yeah,
and so they're like worried that the other team will get away, so they're missing their chance. But there's not a chance there. There's no opening. They're trying to find an opening and hoping the team doesn't call them on their bullshit. And they did. So they lost the game.
They lose that fight when they could have just waited literally 5 or 6 more seconds for Cassian to respawn and then go use their Baron buff. But they pick the fight in their own base. They lose the fight in their own base. Game over. End of first series.
You ready to talk about the next great series?
Woo, baby! Return to Dardoch to Team Liquid. I'm sure this is going to revitalize them.
And what actually happens this series is essentially, especially the first game, Smithy just had huge pressure bot side. Like, he ended up getting first kill onto Piglet, which, by the way, we'll talk more about Piglet in this series today, but I think Piglet's been playing great. Like, Piglet and Matt have been playing bot lane really, really well. They tend to be beating or have pressure on all the bot lanes they're playing against.
Yeah, for the most part, like they're pretty good. I think Piglet still has those moments where he gets too aggressive and can sometimes get caught out and killed, but he also is on a team that's not playing well. And I understand, I mean, he plays this way even when he's on a good team playing well. He's just an aggressive player, so sometimes it looks great, sometimes it doesn't, but for the most part, he is playing well. The Smithy bottom onto Dardoch was actually, because they caught him out in the river and all that stuff, he called that like pregame. He's like, I know where Dardoch's going to be on the map.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It was in like, they showed it in the postgame, like kind of like rollouts, you know? with comms and stuff is pretty crazy.
Wow, dude, he's so smart.
Yeah,
Like,
he knew what was gonna happen.
like when you watch Smithy, the best thing you'd say about him is that he'll give up camps to be at the right place at the right time. So like getting the kill on Callista when she aggressed and got the kill onto Cody's son, I think, was really good this game. And then getting the kill onto Dardoch, like set him so far behind. Like Smithy is usually the type of guy who's just always at the right place at the right time, and that's his biggest strength.
Yeah, and for the most part, TL's actually kind of ahead this game. They have like a scrap in the top lane, which TL wins 2-for-1. After there was that 1-for-1 in the bot lane, Piglet starts picking up kills slowly over time. There's another one in the bot lane.
And Piglet's pressure is the only reason TL's still in this game. Like, Piglet and Matt have enough pressure to where like they're forcing plays around them to where like they can get something going.
And then there's another force in the mid lane, which is like a 3-for-1 for TL, where like Immortals goes really, really hard onto Piglet. And it's just Smithy really with like engage.
With the Shen ulti came in and then it got canceled. Because he Shen ultied right next to the other player. It's like, well, of course it's going to get canceled. And it went too hard. They cleaned it up. I think it was 3-for-0 or 3-for-1.
3-for-1, yeah. And Piglet's like 6-1 now. They go to Baron. They take the Baron. They don't let the pressure up. They go up mid. They're up about 4,000 gold. They get another pick, I think, off Lorlo on Maokai going in.
And it's looking good for TL.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. They grab mid inhibitor. They should win this game. They're doing pretty good.
Fast forward a couple minutes. They trade 1-for-1 after a big team, like a somewhat big skirmish. I think it was their support for the opposing AD carry. So they come out ahead in that trade.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We should force Baron.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We have Callista.
So they force Baron, they get 4-for-0, then the game's over.
Yeah.
That's
unlucky, dude.
That's actually how I think of like some of these games. It's just like, wow, the TL almost has it. Like if I just like kind of could like change reality a little bit, just like change a little something that happened, like they would win all these games. But
yeah, I mean, but that's not how reality works. Worth noting, Pobelter had a really great game. That 4-for-0 was mostly because he kind of went wild in that fight. There's a really nice taunt out of Flame to stop Lucian from getting in, which, by the way, Pobelter was just like super aggro mid lane against the Lucian as well. So he played pretty good.
Yeah, no, that definitely. I think he had the luxury of having jungle pressure as well as getting his blue for his first blue, their second blue, and his second blue. So he had a lot of help, but he also ran really, really well with the pressure he was given.
Yep. So anyways, into game 2. This game featured some of the stupidest jungle top synergy you will ever see. They were like dual laning in the top lane for like 2 minutes. And they kept trying to bait each other like, maybe I've recalled, maybe you've recalled, maybe my jungler's not here. And they kept showing it and then being like, oh, you're still here? Okay, fuck. All right, well, I'm going to help my top laner push the lane. It's like, I'm going to help my top laner push the lane.
I watched this game live for the first 10 minutes, and then I closed the stream because I couldn't stand it anymore, and I rewatched it the next day. That's how bad the first 10 minutes of this game was.
Yeah, Flame had the grossest flash ever where he's like, oh my god, the J4 is going to knock me up, time to flash it. And it's like, but you
flashed the wrong way.
You flashed the wrong way, dude. Now you're just on the other side.
So that was before the 2v2 top lane, where they're just there looking at each other, doing this bait for multiple minutes, and then finally Flame dies again.
Yeah, finally, somehow it's like, oh shit, you're still there. And then after they did it for a minute and a half straight, I don't know.
And so, at this point, TL is in a great spot.
They're in a good spot. They're not in a better spot than they were game 1.
Okay, so they're in a decent spot. Dardoch then spends the entire first 10 minutes pressuring bot side. It's looking good. He's getting a lot of pressure off. His bot lane's doing great. And then as they're about to get first tower, they push the other team off. Barb makes a portal into a second tier 2, and Dardoch takes it. And that's when the game is just like over. Because right as soon as he takes it, enemy top laner TPs, and then they lose a team fight 2-for-0.
Yeah, I think it was a 2-for-1 overall. Maybe it's 2-for-0.
It might be a 2-for-1.
But either way, yeah, they give up a couple kills.
But this was like, okay, all the pressure gets kind of reverted, and this is where Immortals start turning on the heat. They start four-manning mid lane. They end up getting like crushing the enemy mid lane and getting mid tower about the same time that Piglet gets bot tower. And so like all the work TL did early, or I would say all the work Flame did against his own team, early just got negated because Dardoch just
it was a great
portal.
And there's a dive mid later, like you said, in the mid lane where they smashed that. And then eventually there's like this really random fight at blue that they win. It's only they only kill one person, but Ole has a nice Bard ult to like hold a bunch of people in place. I think they kill it's Lorlo, I think.
And they just run the Baron.
Yeah,
right?
they just run to Baron and get it for free. It's a 1 kill on the enemy top, I think, and then they just get Baron off of it. Even though they have to run all the way from blue to Baron, TL just like didn't really contest it.
Yeah, at that point the game's over.
Yeah, there's really nothing to say.
There's nothing to say.
And that's how games should be with Baron. Like, with the current state of the league, if you get a Baron, it should kind of be like, and then they won the game, and then you go to the next page.
Yeah.
Assuming you're ahead when you get the Baron.
Yeah, I think as long as you have like a decent enough lead, that's pretty much it. Unless you drafted something where it just cannot deal with it.
Assuming you drafted like 2 tanks, which is pretty standard right now, or a tank and a bruiser, what ends up happening once you get Baron is like you push, you take the inner turrets, and then when you're set up at an inhib turret, usually you have a couple go buttons, and you just press them. And if they don't back off, you dive, and if they do back off, you just take the turret. And it's really easy to break next inhib turrets right now.
And this was a really strange game for me, going back a little bit to the draft, because they picked Karma, a champion that I think relatively isn't that strong right now. Not awful, but just like more utility-based. But if you want a utility-based champion, most people are opting for either Morgana or Janna. Janna is seeing a lot of play right now because she works really well with hyper carry ADs as well as tanks.
That's the big thing. Is she works well with tanks. The shields are great. The heals are great. They have a lot of engage. Janna can help reset some of that. Ardent Sensor is pretty nuts.
I actually think that item should get nerfed. 100% should not have gotten buffed out of nowhere because Redemption and Locker were too strong. Riot balancing right there, really bad.
You know what I will say, and maybe this is a discussion more for later, but I actually think as crazy as this patch has been, it's actually just made it more diverse.
Maybe in aspects that aren't the jungle.
But do you think that was from this patch? Because Cinderhawk was 7.13.
No, I mean like everything from 7.13 onwards has made it so like I think jungle diversity has decreased, and to some extent assassins are a little bit worse too.
Assassins are probably the one thing that got hit, but like tanks were already pretty like starting to see the rise in the jungle. Like Sejuani was up there, Zach was already up there.
Yeah, as soon as they buffed the mana regen and Cinderhawk, that was like just I think probably too much, but.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That happened on 7.13,
yeah.
and you're already seeing those come up, and then they're just like, well, Cho'Gath is up there now, Maokai's up there now.
I think it's better than the initial patch, because everything was better than like that first iteration Duskblade plus a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, and I actually wish that patch made it to competitive just so I could see what happened, because there's no fucking Duskblade anywhere in competitive.
I mean, we saw that the week that patch went live, TL2'd. Right?
But they didn't really play Duskblade stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the same patch right now.
Is it?
Yeah, they both of them played on the hotfix 7.14.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. We were 1 week. We were born too late to see that, or we were 1 week late to see that, because that was when they went to Rift Rivals, right?
What are you smoking, dude?
Wait, how did we not see this played then?
Because it was hotfixed. Duskblade was hotfixed.
Yeah,
it never went a week. It went like 3 days.
Oh, yeah. That's what you're talking about. Okay,
yeah.
My bad. I'm like trying to think, because I'm like, wait, because when you say 7.13, I'm like, I guess it happened like weeks ago. Like I must have just straight up missed it. All right, my bad. Let's jump to Sunday's games.
Let's get out of here. Saturday's games. We are gonna start things off with Envy versus CLG. I know Tony's in chat. Probably gonna leave as soon as we talk about how great they are with MarkZ.
That's what we're going to talk about?
Yes. They pretty much smashed Envy, dude.
Yeah, they did.
This is a 2-0 for CLG. Lyra looked awful. MarkZ looked like whatever. Darshan went the fuck off. The bot lane looked pretty good.
Yeah. I think they kind of highlighted Envy's strength in the fact that in the interview with ᵐᵉᵐᵉ where he said that like Envy's a team that's really good at collapsing with their jungle to help him out. I think if you eliminate their jungle early or negate his pressure, like this team doesn't function.
And game 1 is a great example of that, where CLG blows so much on this aggressive level 1. Like, MarkZ body slams over a wall as Gragas. They start wrapping around onto Lyra. Lyra plays it correctly. He's like getting out of there. And they have like, all right, Camille, you level E. And Tristana, you level W. And we're going to blow 2 flashes. And you're like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's just a jungler. But it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially for to put ᵐᵉ behind, it's definitely worth it.
Because he tries to gank top at level 3, as Camille, obviously, with E level 1, can't contest the wave that well. She gets pushed in, so they try and dive her to punish her, but there's no flash. Darshan plays it pretty well. He gets ᵐᵉ in the trade when they try and do the dive. And then ᵐᵉ tries to save ᵐᵉ, fucks that up, and then he's out of position, and he collapses as well for another kill.
And sorry for 3 for 0. It's like, the CLG just runs with it in terms of pressure. To make one small mistake around the Raptor camp of the enemy team, and then they gave 2 kills to Nisq.
Are you talking about the 4 for 4 in the bot lane? Because it was 3-0 for CLG,
yes.
And then there was a huge 4 for 4 in the bot lane, and it was 4-7, and then CLG like kind of kept going like that.
I guess I should say the Ori cleanup for that 4 for 4. Yeah. I thought it was pretty bad for them, like a little bit bad for them.
For
CLG,
it was pretty bad for CLG. The one upside was that Huhi got a kill and Darshan got a kill. So Huhi didn't actually fall behind Nisq, and Darshan was still ahead top. So even though it was like really scrappy and pretty bad, it didn't like actually change the game state.
And then CLG smashed this game.
Yeah, Darshan roams mid, as this bot lane roam mid, so they just fucking obliterate Nisq, 5-man mid, take first turret, and then they just keep making like really great team plays. He played Taliyah both games, and his walls were excellent.
Really good.
He walled off the top inner turret at 19 minutes.
I think we're at the level where Taliyah's been out long enough in the meta to where like if you're not making these walls that are game-changing, fight-changing walls, you're not playing the champion. You should not be picking the champion.
Right, and I think you've seen that illustrated really well, where like, yes, you can wall off Baron, which he does in this game, and that gets them a Baron. Whereas like you see teams fuck that up, and it's just like you may as well not have an ultimate at that point.
Right.
Like you're just playing an ultimate-less champion.
And for another team later today, you'll see like good Taliyah ultis like for cutting inhib pressure as well.
Yep. Anyway, so this game basically ends where they pick Nisq in the top lane. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong game because I'm thinking of the LeBlanc game.
The game ends. There's a pick on Nisq at 20 minutes, and then they get Baron. They're up 7k gold, and then the game ends in less than 5 minutes because they're up a ridiculous amount of gold. They have all pressure, and it's really hard for them to contest anything.
Yep. So that's the end of game 1. Game 2. Envy get a little bit better start to this game. They have like a really aggressive 4-man roam down in the bot lane at like 4 minutes, and they get a single kill, and they get all the sums out of their bot lane, which is pretty good. But after that, CLG's bot lane just kind of starts smashing by themselves. Hakuo did not look super good. He did play it into Morgana, which is he was playing Braum into Morgana, and which is a good matchup for Morgana. They're also playing with Kalista, but he misplayed a couple times, ended up with like a million spears at him and got like rended out and solo killed like once or twice. Yep,
and especially against bottom lane has no sums after a certain point, like it shouldn't be that hard to stabilize, but it just felt like in general CLG's bot lane played pretty well throughout the series.
Yep, and then the one thing that did happen was there were some skirmishes that Envy was able to get some kills in, and Cho'Gath started getting really, really big. He was like 5-1 at one point, had 4k HP at like 20 minutes into the game. And some people are talking with like how good is Cho'Gath right now. Some people are, because he's not winning very much, are starting to say he's overrated. And I'm not sure I buy that, just because a lot of the times, like, it's not his fault. It's like they don't pick any setup for him, which he does admittedly need like a little bit of setup. Or like your LeBlanc gets picked and then the game's over. And it's like, what was the Cho'Gath supposed to do?
Yeah, I think that like they shouldn't just be looking at win rates of champions. Like if a bad team picks a good champion and they lose, it doesn't make the champion bad.
Right, like FlyQuest has been spamming Cho'Gath. They're probably the biggest Cho'Gath advocates out there right now.
And they're losing all their games.
Yeah, so like
they're losing a lot of their games.
So yeah, I don't know. Either way, the way this game is won is Nisq gets picked in the top lane, CLG run mid, get mid priority, very important, drop the Rift Herald, and then they have to run to try and face check the Baron against the Kalista team, who he has a great wall.
And then
they get the Baron, Envy's still out of position now, and they jump on them and kill him.
Clean play by CLG.
Yeah, CLG looks super good today.
I didn't see anything what happened last week, so I'll ask you probably tomorrow about how the transition's been. But this is, I think, their first actual week with Omar on the starting roster is what they're saying.
Officially, as the only starter, yes. And I mean, he didn't look fantastic, but the whole thing is that it was a team reason that they made the substitution.
Yeah, so he's not going to look good for the first couple weeks. Like, they're going to need to crash course him, and hopefully, if you're a CLG fan, probably coming into like week 4 when they're actually in the playoffs. Hopefully they get the bye, and then he'll be decent, passable, really good by then.
I mean, even right now, the thing is, like, when you make this kind of substitution for, like, team environment, even if the guy you're bringing in is, like, a slight downgrade, hypothetically, the rest of the team should start playing better.
And to be honest, like, a lot of CLG is playing really well. Like, Darshan's, like, actually playing ridiculously well.
So what's crazy is when they were playing with Dardoch, they had around 12% jungle proximity around the top lane, which means, like, Dardoch's actually up there a fair amount. MarkZ only has, like, a 6%, which is, like, almost half. He is up there half as often as Dardoch is. So teams watching, you don't need to play around top lane quite as much to worry about the dives and stuff like that.
You're just giving away secret strategy.
Tony's always in here, dude.
Tony's in our chat right now.
Tony's the only coach I know who watches. I'm gonna give, like, he's hearing my own strats against his team and stuff. I'm like, whatever. Some other coaches should watch us, dude. We're smart.
Exactly, dude. Here's a good one. Consider banning Aurelion Sol. I'll give you that one for free.
Oh, dude, that. Well, I don't know if that's a good strategy because they banned it game 1 and they lost. And then they didn't ban it game 2 and they lost.
That's why we're the premier talk show and no one else is on it but us.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the next series of the day. CLG looking pretty good with the swap.
Oh, I have to go back up because
FlyQuest versus TSM.
Is that the next series? Yeah, it is. Actually, I thought FlyQuest played this okay. They played better than I expected. I guess that's the best thing.
I think what you would say is, like, they held even for the most part with TSM for the first, like, 15 minutes before it was just like, TSM are better. I'm sorry, you guys look good. It's time to lose, though. And that's kind of how the series went. It was a 2-0 for TSM. And FlyQuest still playing that Cho'Gath a lot.
The first game, just for me, Haunter highlight reel.
Yeah.
Balls got solo kill top lane. Haunter has excellent Gnar ultis. I think one around mid lane where actually they catch off Bjerg and kill him, but Gnar coming in, cleaning up, gets a triple kill for his team, and I thought he literally single-handedly carried the first game for them. Yeah,
I mean, it was pretty even, like we were saying, for a little while. FlyQuest ganked bottom a couple times. They were able to get some kills on the Tahm Kench, who, against Thresh, it is technically a counter pick.
Jarvan Thresh used to be the most oppressive bot lane ganking, like, jungler in the game.
Like that, plus, or Elise.
Yeah.
It was like...
It was just like, you don't want to be there. In the
yeah, like level 2 all-ins with the Jarvan cheese was like the biggest bullshit, where it's just like flash flay, hook, flash EQ. You're just like, god damn, dude. But anyways, yeah, they camped the Tahm Kench. Even though it's supposedly a counter pick, it does save the 80 carry, but if you just kill the Tahm Kench, she's fucked. So that's kind of what they did here. And like you said, Balls was getting shit on the top side. And then that triple kill for Gnar that you were saying is a dragon fight, and TSM aced them.
Yeah, 5 for 1. And a lot of it was because even after they killed Bjergsen, Haunter was in a really good position to clean up and live long enough to be able to stall the fight to where their team just cleaned up.
Yeah, it was really weird where, like, they killed Bjergsen right away, and I was like, oh, this looks like a good fight. But when the TP came in, Balls was just like totally unable to get involved in the fight till it was already over. So it was really weird, and for the most part, yeah, just Hulk out by Haunter.
Unbelievable play, honestly. Even at like the 28-minute mark where the Baron, TSM tries to sneak Baron, but before this moment, TSM tries to sneak Baron, but then gets kind of collapsed upon with Moon hitting like a 3-man Jarvan ulti into like kind of a 4-man Cho'Gath silence.
Yeah, they had like a big knock-up combination, and then they have Jhin sniping from the back
and
line.
the best they got was the 2 for 1.
Right.
And then quickly followed that. Haunter hits like a ridiculous team fight mid lane. They 3-for-0.
Bjergsen's gets like an ult involved in there too.
Yeah, they 3-for-0, get Baron, game's over.
Yeah, it's one of those games where like FlyQuest is hanging in there, and against the lower placed team, you're like, all right, FlyQuest has a chance, but you never felt like they were gonna win this game or this series. Really. This
was a game where like I'm impressed by how they play because they're playing their early game kind of like a mid tier team, like around like the 4 to 7 mark. You're just like, oh, FlyQuest is playing pretty well.
And to be fair, I mean, even their late game isn't that bad. It's against TSM.
Yeah, which would make any team look bad. Now, I want to highlight Moon. I thought he played this series great. Like, both the games, he played really well. The first game, he can't help that Balls literally fed. I thought he had really good gank looks in both games. He's part of, like... and a lot of how I see FlyQuest is, it's not about high. It's how does Moon get people off the ground. Like, it's Moon getting high off the ground, or Moon getting their bot lane off the ground, you know? So Moon is like their initiator, and he always gets them to a good start every game.
And this is one of those times, again, where I'm like, I don't think Cho'Gath is that bad. I'm actually very convinced that most players in NA LCS just suck ass with Cho'Gath. Because, like, I know this is a little ridiculous to be like, look at the challenger play, but, like, watch Licorice play Cho'Gath. Like, he fucks people up. He'll 1v1 a Shen in the side lane. He'll never lose a matchup. He'll go even, like, worst case scenario. And here's a game where, like, Balls easily could have gone even. Hauntzer's recall, and Balls just doesn't back. He wants to push the wave in first. He gets TP'd on, and then just chased down and killed. And it was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You had Doran Shield, and he TP'd back with Phage, and you're still trying to push against it.
Yeah, definitely kind of a mistake by Balls. And I personally think Cho'Gath's really good. Like, he has a lot of high priority. At worst, he is a blindable tank that's good in 2 positions, which is great. Like, honestly, like, what more do you want?
Yeah, and you see it being played with higher success in other regions. Like, Europe plays it a lot and does fine with it. I just watch this and I'm just like, I just don't think people have put the practice in to be good with Cho.
That champion actually is deceptively hard to play, especially if you're not good at being able to, like, position. Because, like, even when you think about really old school Cho'Gath players, Hotshot was known for playing Cho'Gath way back when. His best trait was being able to frontline with maximizing his pressure but minimizing the damage he takes. And a lot of Cho'Gath players, like, just run in. Or, like, misposition really badly.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the kind of situation with, like, Righteous Glory, you can be a little bit more face roll with the champion from ahead, but a lot of times it just feels like they either feed in the early game because they don't look good on the champion, or come, like, late game, something else happens, and it's like, well, what do you want the Cho'Gath to do?
Yeah.
Game 2.
Game 2.
It's Hauntzer's turn to feed. He's like, Balls, you didn't look that good last game. I got you, bro.
To be fair, I thought Moon was always... The way Moon ganked top lane, I didn't even know that's how it worked. Did you see what he did?
Which one?
He walked past the scuttle. And the way he did it was like he hugged the wall to where it apparently doesn't see you if you're walking past the scuttle hugging the Baron wall.
Hugging the Baron side.
The Baron pit, like, you know, like this scuttle.
Yeah, well, there's like the little opening.
Yeah, he like humped the edge, I think, and then he like wasn't seen going top lane, so you got the flank on top. I was like, wait, I'm not sure if that. I when I saw that, I have to rewatch that, because if that's how it actually works, that's crazy.
Yeah, that seems so weird to me that you can get over like that little opening for Baron pit if you just like he did that.
Yeah, he just humped the wall and went around. It was so weird. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but that's what he ended up doing, and I think that they had no vision on it.
Okay, well, that sounds crazy. Either way, he also died level 1, going for an invade.
Sorry,
that's
I'm not defending that.
Yeah, so Moon ends up 3-0. Meanwhile, on the bot side, it's Doublelift and the Biofrost show. They're kind of getting some retribution for dying early on in the other game. They have a great like hook into like putting a ward down on the lantern to stop them from getting away.
Yeah, straight up kills Turtle 2v2.
And then Moon is still popping off. There's like a skirmish around the top side that kind of goes in FlyQuest's favor, where he's able to solo out Doublelift while the other people are fighting around blue. And it's looking like, once again, like they're hanging in there. They're winning some skirmishes. TSM's taking some turrets, so the gold's even.
And then they have... I'm going to skip all the way to the mid lane fight.
Yeah, I was about to say the mid lane fight's the next place to go.
The Rengar jumps in, dies instantly.
Syndra.
Like, just instantly... he got exhausted midair by Biofrost. He does probably combine 500 damage and just explodes.
And to be fair to him, he was trying to be patient, because sometimes you see Rengar's pop ult, run in, and just like, what the fuck are you thinking? But like, he tried to play around the Cho'Gath, who was taking a lot of damage. He was waiting for the right opportunity to go in, but
yeah, you just can't.
Like TSM was just clumped up the entire time.
Yeah, you can't counterplay what TSM had. And once that happened, they just won the team fight super hard. I think they got Baron off this.
Yeah, they get Baron off this too. It's like only a 2-for-0, but they kill the jungler, and I think it was Ori or something. I forget, but they get 2-for-0 and they get Baron.
And this game's over.
Yep.
It's very clean, clearly like seen, like you said before, TSM's just a better team.
Yep. And there you go. So that's the TSM series.
Yeah, and I think the only series we should talk about are the next two.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're the only 2 left.
One of the next 2.
Well, we're on TL versus C9. You don't want to talk about that? It's a 3-game series.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should talk about this. TL versus C9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually the TL hater, but I feel like this one's worth talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so TL versus C9. Dardoch premiered yesterday. Did not look very good. So Reignover gets the start.
Which, by the way, for me, personally, great decision. Because Reignover has always been good on tank junglers. And tank junglers are meta right now. A lot of what he plays is just really solid. Rek'Sai, Gragas, Olaf, all really good in the current
He plays
meta.
Elise in the series, too. Either way, this is a 2-for-1 for C9, where the first game, it was kind of like, why did you draft this comp, other than to like practice it for fun? And then the next 2 times, Jensen gets Ori's and pops the fuck off.
That's true. They're highly experimental Trundle TF comp.
And Ori was open. So, like, the comp is J4 Triss, Trundle, Alistar. You can go Ori here and have J4 Alistar for ball setup. You have Tristana hyper-scaling AD carry, who also benefits from Orianna. And then you can have Trundle also play frontline or go split push and kind of Trundle does whatever the fuck he wants in this comp. Or you can pick TF, ruin your team fight, and focus more on splitting. And
to be honest, they didn't really split either. So.
They tried at points, but it didn't work out. And I mean, like, I don't hate it too much because, like, C9 is often blasted for only being able to play teamfight style, and they showed the next 2 games that they can pick teamfight style and beat.
And to be honest, their early pressure with TF was good, you know? He had TP top lane, got the pick there, you know?
They didn't need to lose this game, and it was clearly their inexperience with the comp for why they lost.
Yeah.
Not because, like, I don't know, they got snowballed on or something. So what happens? C9 invade top for first blood. Not really too much to say. TL can't like punish them really. They got to dive top, and they had like this long chase down sequence trying to punish them. But like Reignover's ultimate knocked someone back, and then Golden Glue flashed forward and couldn't get on top of him. And it was a 0-for-2, and it feels like one of those games that's going to slip away from TL before they slowly just start making their own plays.
Well,
they had the dive mid.
That's true. The mid play was really good.
Yeah.
They just group mid and they 2-for-0 the other team and get tower. Really.
Maokai, Gragas, Kog, Janna, Talia just dive mid lane.
Yeah, and when you have a lot of these comps nowadays have 2 big bodies, you know, 2 big frontliners.
Yeah.
The other team picking TF does not do consistent damage, so he can't kill tanks. That's one of the biggest problems with TF in this comp is like if you're picking TF, you have to understand how to split push. And like really get it leads with this is like maybe a very hard 1-3-1 comp to execute with Trundle TF.
Yeah, it's like a weird 1-3-1, and then like sometimes TF can kind of play like an assassin role where he ports onto a backline and insta gives a carry. But they have Janna, so you're not gonna be able to do that at all. So TL dives mid to kind of get back into it. They get turrets. There's a lot of like random trading going on. For some reason, C9 tries to force down around mid.
And you know this game is going to go south because when they did that force, it was a 4-man force onto the bot lane of TL.
Plus one more, right? Or was it just those 2?
It was just those 2,
Oh,
I'm pretty
God.
sure. And then they converted a 2-for-1 off that. And you know at that point, you're just like, this game is going to be really bad. Because at some point, Janna Kage is going to take over this game.
Well, right, especially because you do a 4-for-2 play, you lose 2, and both kills go to Kog'Maw, and you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yes. So eventually, the scaling effect happens with Janna Kage, and they just take over the game with double frontline Janna Kage, unkillable frontline plus Kog'Maw Janna, unkillable backline.
Well, they make a really weird trade, too, where, like, I think all 5 were alive, and TL's, like, forcing on Baron, and C9 just trade for bot and him. And they had triple Mountain Dragon. Like, you can win this game through split pushing, but you can't sack a Baron to do it because, lo and behold, as soon as they lose Baron and they take bot inhib, TL just sends their men bottom to push up the super creep wave. And then they force around that as opposed to, like, don't go mid, obviously. Just go push up the one lane that have pressure.
Well, I think this goes back to the idea that, like, playing the comp is really difficult and not what they're used to. So I can see them trying to play it. Unfortunately for me, if they're trying out new styles of play right now, maybe not the best time. I think what you should be looking for if you're C9 is, do they have their playoff spot secured?
Yes, basically.
It's just...
Yeah, actually, I think it is secured. I think the only...
Then I guess it's okay. It's
yeah,
not a big
so,
deal.
like, I think it's fine. Their strength of schedule remaining super easy,
They can't get top 2, and they can't
I don't think they can get top 2. They can improve their seeding, which is probably worth trying to do to avoid the 3 seed, because between TSM, C9, or TSM, CLG, and Immortals, you don't want any of those 3, because one of them is going to end up the 3 seed, most likely. Dig's also pretty scary. So no matter what, you probably have a tough matchup unless you can get to the 4th seed and somehow get Envy. Basically, you want Envy somehow. Either way, whatever. The point is, they had Triple Mountain Dragon with a 1-3-1 comp, and they were relatively even in the game, and they lost. So if you can't win with those circumstances, you'll probably never win with this comp.
Yeah, back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I mean, you might snowball and win with this comp, but like you're in an even mid-game situation. If you can't execute with a comp in the mid-game, and it wasn't like an early game snowball comp, then it's just not the comp for you, probably.
All right, going on game 2. This was just a comp where Jensen went out. Like, this is a comp where, like, yeah, like you said before, okay, Jensen, put Jensen on Orianna, dude.
We need to win this series.
Yeah, we actually need to play team fights. They win a great skirmish top lane where Jensen, I think, comes out with 2 kills.
I think he got 2, but there was just a great top lane skirmish by him.
Yeah, so he plays the skirmish out really well. It starts 2-0, gets a 20 CS lead on mid lane, and then then what happens is really good by him. He starts roaming to apply pressure on the rest of the map. He goes top lane to get the kill there.
They pick Golden Glue in the jungle as well when he's like going for a ward.
So like he does a great job with his lead to extend the pressure, and I just think this is like the Jensen show.
This is one of those games where like sometimes Jensen like gets ahead mid and you're like all he's doing is pressuring mid, but he did a great job getting all over the map, influencing all of it. C9 lost some turrets, but they were smashing fights. Like TL was like only down 2 or 3K despite the big lead for Jensen and the rest of C9.
It felt like a disgusting game. Like, I thought this was like, there's no way C9 was losing this game.
Yeah, so even though, like TL was like kind of hanging in there a little bit, but then they lost their mid inhib at like 18 minutes. And then they like kind of kept farming up because they're like, haha, you don't have a wave to farm. And it felt kind of weird because it was like 13-5, but only a 7K gold lead. And they already had a Baron and 8 turrets, But then
you're looking at the score lines and you see...
You're like, who's going to kill Jensen?
Yeah, Jensen's 7-0. He's unkillable and he does the most damage in the game. So it was just a really hard game for oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, it was the Jensen show. So game 3, once again, C9 takes Orianna early to make sure it doesn't get banned out. Then they ended up with a pretty weird draft a little bit where... They took Gragas early, and then there were a lot of top lane bans. There was Maokai, J4, Gnar, and Trundle. And at that point, you were like, what does he really have left to play? Because they take Taric, and they're trying to keep Gragas for the flex, but then they take Shen, which is probably what I think C9 wanted. End up with Gragas, Shen as your front line. But that's gone. So they take Kha'Zix and put the Gragas top, which like is not good for Gragas.
I would have preferred like almost any other.
I was like Kled maybe,
yeah,
Rumble maybe.
Just throw in a random top lane. There's enough top laners where you can't ban them out.
Yeah, and that's the kind of scary thing. A little bit, just like their comp didn't look super cohesive. Even if you have Rumble, there's too much magic damage, but I don't know.
And like Kha'Zix comps kind of require the Kha'Zix to kind of go off early with a lane that sets them up well. And
that did not happen.
Yeah, the opposite happened where it's like, oh, TL is off to a 5-0 start.
Yeah, Reignover got Elise, and to be fair, Reignover's Elise was always pretty aggressive early on. He just usually missed his plays. Like, he would go for like a level 3 kind of cheese gank mid and go for a flash cocoon and just like whiff it. Or he would like run up, and instead of doing that thing where like you Q them, auto them, and start training them down with red buff, he would just like run up, Q, cocoon.
It was like a mechanical... Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
It's more like he messes up the champion mechanics rather than him being in the wrong place. Because usually he's always in the right place.
Yeah.
But his execution sometimes you're just like, oh, that's not great.
Yeah, so this time around, it is great. He ganks top, he gets a kill. They end up going bottom with Talia, meeting up for a 5-man dive play. They get 2 kills in first turret. And overall, they're looking really, really good until there's a C9 play.
Yeah, C9 3-4-0s them in the mid lane, and then they get Baron, and the game's over.
It wasn't even like a great play out of C9. It was just like, I don't know what happened. Like
I don't know what happened either. I was just like, wow, TL's in a great position this game.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I can see them throwing if like, you know, it's a monster shockwave or something, but like Reignover repelled the shockwave, they airballed it, and it was like, oh, I guess TL's going to be fine. And then the Taric ultimate comes down. They just run forward and get 3 kills, and it's a triple kill for Ori.
Yeah.
And you're like, but she didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah, you know, and to be fair, like, actually playing Kalista into, like, Ori is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
I think any short-range strand to Ori is very, very tough.
I don't know where my phone went. Whatever. you steal my phone?
Um,
Thought I heard it vibrate one time.
I don't know, man.
Fuck it, I'll find it later.
Not important. Don't worry about it.
You're not important, dude.
All right.
But yeah, 3 for Baron. They take the mid inhib shortly after. Game still stalls out a little bit.
They go bot lane and then stalls out a little bit and then the game's over.
Yeah, like TL, even though they lost mid inhib and Baron in a fight, they were only down like 1 or 2K. So you're like, maybe they can do it. Maybe Piglet will pop off, but it just didn't happen.
It seems like
they lost a free Baron, and that was it basically.
Actually, C9's always been one of the teams that know how to play with Taric ulti the best because they were one of the first teams to play Taric.
Yeah, Smoothie was like kind of the OG Taric with Adrian Stunt.
Yeah.
There's so many S fucking names. I was like Smoothie, Shady, the other guys.
And so I think a lot of times people don't have good experience against Taric players because in North America there does not seem to be much Taric, at least in the LCS.
I think it's super good.
Yeah, it's really good right now after the change, and so because of that, like Smoothie is like maybe ahead of the curve on the champion pick, and for a lot of comps, it's very difficult to be able to deal with Taric ulti.
Right. I mean, he doesn't get bullied that hard by range matchups. He still has like a little bit of setup. He combos well with a lot of the AD carries right now. He has his ultimate, which is just actually broken, probably.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, C9 kind of just get another Baron. TL was a little slow contesting it, and then they lose the game.
Okay.
Final series of the day. Probably the best one of the day.
Yep,
Dig versus
definitely
Immortals.
the closest.
Alrighty, so this was a 3-game series, pretty back and forth the whole time. The one thing you could kind of say is Immortals do feel like they kind of have like a weird read on the meta overall. Like they really highly prioritize Jhin, whereas like other people are like Caitlyn, Trist, and Kalista. They like other people are playing Jhin, but they're usually doing it in response to like Kalista Kate bans, and they just take it no matter what, early every time.
I think Jhin especially is really hard to play if the other team is running double tanks. So I think Jhin is a fine pick if the comp ends up being something where you need like maybe like a highly like a high damage utility AD.
Yeah,
where there's a lot of squishies on the other team.
Right, and I think the perfect game to illustrate why that it wasn't the case a lot of the time is Game 3, but we'll get there later. Game 1, either way, is a Dignitas win. It was pretty standard dig comp. Caitlyn, Maokai, Syndra, Gnar. Karma was a little bit of a weird one, but it's Adrian, and they wanted like just a lane dominant bot lane, so Kate Karma.
I mean, just looking at this comp from like the very beginning, this is like one of the easiest comps to play.
Yep.
Like
lots of lockdown CC.
Yeah, you take your characters, you run up a lane, and you're probably gonna get a pick or a kill or something.
Now that said, Immortals had a good gank on the bot lane to kind of negate some of that Caitlyn Karma pressure, which should be pretty good, but overall, there was a couple big fights that went Dignitas' way later on in the game. They just like forced Baron super hard on Immortal's side.
That was so scary.
I thought that
was terrible, but they all got out with slivers of HP, and I was like, oh, Immortals actually got away with murder here.
This was like a situation where Ole played it so perfectly. It was the only reason that worked, because Maokai jumped on him. He dropped a lot of spells on himself, and then this whole time, Sumday's building up his Gnar bar, and he's in the middle of all of Immortal's team, and he's about to go Mega, and he gets polymorphed. It was so, and Ole actually sat on the cool, like we went back and checked, because I was like, did he intentionally wait until he hit max Gnar before doing it?
Oh.
And he made sure to polymorph him after he built the Gnar bar. It's so fucking smart that he just sat there with his polymorph. So
for me, I was like, this is one of the riskiest experiences I've seen.
Oh, it's super risky.
And then if you want to see what could have happened, you should wait till the third game, because this is what probably should have happened to them trying to do this Baron.
Yeah, they should have gotten destroyed, but great play by Ole stopped Someday from being able to ult in time, and they get out. It doesn't actually do that much for them. The game still kind of stalls out.
It kind of stalls out, and I'm trying to figure out how is this game gonna actually like come out to a team fight, and then Someday happens.
Right, and this was weird because like Dignitas like got super aggressive trying to engage on Cody, and he mostly kites it out fine to the point where like they killed the Maokai, and it's a 5v4.
I was actually upset in this situation because Cody's initial response was actually terrible. So when
flash?
Flashing backwards is great. So his initial response is as the tank runs away, he busts out his ulti as Jhin.
Oh yeah.
Rather than just like running down the Maokai with auto attacks, he loses a lot of damage because he feels like it's too unsafe for him to be able to do anything else but ulti. So if you look at actually how he does damage in this fight, it's super bad.
Well, that's probably why he died later on. Because you're saying what he should have done was when it's just the tank exposed, chase the tank down, and then when the rest of the team backs him up, then back up and ult.
Yeah, that would have been a much better play. And so I think that the fight extended long enough for Someday to build up this Narbar and get this monster ulti.
Right, I think Pobelter set him up with a stun that actually sniped out Cody, and then Someday went in.
Yeah, he went in. I think he flashed, or he just got like a great ulti on him.
Yeah, he hits him in. He knocks Cody Ole into a wall. They kill both of them, and then they kind of chase up the rest of the front line. They kill everybody, and I forget if they ended the game directly off this, or no, they took mid inhib and then Baron, and then ended the game.
I mean, this was a 5-0 for Dignitas.
Yeah.
So like, this was game-winning fight, game over.
Which brings us to game 2, which is kind of just like Pobelter goes off really hard with Taliyah pretty well. And Ole's Bard is really good too.
The way I saw this is actually that this is kind of the correct play that I think if you're playing against a tank jungler and you have a more aggressive jungler. So Smithy kind of like tried to track and invade the other jungler a lot this game.
Yeah, and they got the flash out early.
Yes, and then he red strips route so well to mid lane, turns the gank 2-0, or it was 1 for 0,
and then Ole met up.
Yes, Ole did a great roam, which by the way he's actually so good at doing this, especially in ranked, which is why he's like literally ranked 2.
Yeah,
and so they after getting the 2-0 mid lane, that was kind of when you were just like, wow, Immortals could run with this game, and they kind of did. Pobelter did.
And one thing we forgot to mention was the fact that this was against the Karthus mid. Which, I don't know why you're ganking for Karthus mid that much when you don't have a flash on your jungler. It's just like really risky because you'll get smashed in that 2v2.
I think it's okay, but the bigger thing is like, why pick Karthus? Like, I just don't like the concept of Karthus against longer range threats in the first place. So when you're playing Karthus, you want to play into low range threats that are very, very difficult for them to avoid your damage. So,
all right, so let's forget about like the enemy carries, like you're saying, Triss long range, Taliyah kind of longer range. Well, she's more mid range, whatever. But Triss definitely out of it. What do you think about just Karthus into tanks? Because some people think it's horrible, and some people think it's not that bad.
It's okay, but it's the way I see it is that especially if the tanks can live long enough or have like really unique kinds of like immunity, or either magic damage immunity or just actual like reduction, like Alistar, you're getting put in the spot where you get CC to death, some random spot by the tanks, and then you can't cut to their carries. So it's fine into the tanks themselves, but if the carries are too long range, he can't do anything into it. He can't do significant damage unless his team is actually just really far ahead.
So it was also picked in the Challenger series, and Freak was saying he didn't like it because your ultimate isn't that impactful as compared to like when you're against an all squishy team. You can like blow people up for half their health bar because his AP ratios are really low. But then the counter argument is, well, he's also still one of the highest DPS mages just through his E and Q. So like if you're trying to burn frontline,
he's one of the best Leandra users. So I think he's good into tanks, but he is definitely something that I would not choose unless you're against low range threats. So good examples are stuff like Kalista, Lucian, Sivir, really. Oh, Sivir's a little bit tough because her move speed makes it a little bit hard, but I could still kind of see that.
Yeah, and I mean, like I'm sure that I'm taking your word for it, but I see it and I'm like, I'm all right with it, but the problem is they always fall behind, and then they try and do like the 2-item power spike build with Morello's Leandries, but they're so far behind the curve of the game at that point, they're useless.
My problem with it is that unless you're playing very specific matchups like that you can outskill, you always get shoved in. So like the Taliyah matchup, you get shoved in.
Yeah.
The only exception is like I think you can outskill the Cassiopeia matchup, but you have to be a monster to be able to do that. Like actually. And so that's like the only matchup where I'm like, if you're a good enough Karthus player, good luck. You got this.
Well, if you're a bot level Karthus, you can play into anything.
Yeah. You can maybe even play in the Ori matchup if you're that good.
Karthus is probably one of the highest skill cap champions in the game.
Yeah, because all of his keys are skill shots. His auto attack is a skill shot, essentially.
Yeah. They also has the W, which is probably pretty good into tanks.
That's true.
With the reduction.
Yeah. But for the most part, it's a pick that I could see working in theory, but you have to be okay with a mid lane that doesn't provide pressure early. Which for a lot of teams, that's like a death sentence.
And it was this time around because Immortals just kept going mid. They dove it like 2 or 3 times. And Immortals smashed this game, but it still took them forever to close it out because Dignitas took both Barons this game.
Yeah,
they would just force Baron. Immortals would respond slowly, or they would be caught on a back timing.
Yeah, like they caught Pobelter in a situation, in a bad situation. Okay, they get Baron, you know, and then they come back, they get Infernal Drake, and as Dignitas trying to clean up, or was it Immortals trying to clean up? As Immortals is trying to clean up, they overcommit and they lose one. So they're just coming out like slightly bad in these trades, and you're just like, wow. Dude.
And it was Pobelter who was dying in most of these, and he's the 7-2 at this point.
When you look at the gold graph, he has 15,000 gold. Keen has 11.
Yeah.
So he's 4,000 gold ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, eventually Immortals like, go fuck yourselves, and they win this game. It did get a little bit scary though because ᵐᵉᵐᵉ was wave clearing pretty well, and he was so far ahead.
Yeah, I thought ᵐᵉᵐᵉ was going to carry this game, but then I think the goal difference in Talia alone was able to kind of swing the amount of damage.
Once he stopped dying.
Yeah, once he stopped getting picked instantly.
Anyways, that leads us to game 3, which was pretty much all Immortals, all Dignitas again. They have Trist, Syndra, Maokai, Kled, Alistar, and they picked Kled and Alistar after the Jhin. And the Maokai, actually, which is crazy to me. The enemy team took Trist early, which is smart because Immortals took Trist first last game. So they take Trist first, Immortals takes Jhin, Gragas, and then it's just like, all right, well, we're going to take a bunch of tanks. And good luck trying to chew through my health bar.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's happening right now because I just don't see why you would pick Jhin. Like maybe it needs a deviation to the item build. So when people rush you like the Yomu stuff, maybe it's better right now to go like the rapid fire IE build with the Doran's Ring because you don't run into that many mana problems. But it's just like I'm not seeing what ArmorPen's doing for this champ, and I'm not feeling what he's doing in any of the games.
I think it was Sneaky or somebody yesterday went Ghostblade into rapid fire cannon IE, and it looks fine. I think Jin's a fine pick. I just don't love the idea of it early, and you just get smashed when they take 3 tanks and you fall behind it all.
Yeah, it's definitely what looks like a comfort pick. And
yeah, I mean Cody is a nasty Jhin.
It's not right. You can't be nasty into like a Maokai with 250 armor.
Yeah,
it's just not possible.
And it doesn't help when you get 3 for 1 in the bot lane at 8.5 minutes into the game. It was this like weird kind of collapse around bot mid river where it starts between like jungle mid 2v2, and then all the teleports come in and the bot lanes collapse. And Adrian has a really nasty headbutt pulve combo to knock up the enemy team's bot lane, and it just ends up a 3 for 1, for Dig. And then they just kind of keep taking turrets with Tristana and like sieging and pushing stuff up.
But I thought this was a game where you could kind of maybe see the Immortals come back because they were behind 7k gold, give or take 5 to 7k gold, and then they were slowly like they had a great fight. I think mid lane.
It was around like jungle.
Yeah, it was something where you're like, oh, this is the best fight they're ever gonna get this game.
And I think they knew that too because I think they only killed 1. But they got a lot of other people low, and they're like, this is... Oh, wait, they killed 2. They killed 2. And they're like, this is the best fight we're going to get. We have to force Baron right now, which I think was the right call. They were just too far behind to do Baron quickly.
I don't think it was the right call. With Talia having no mana. With her having more mana, maybe... But I can understand why they were really desperate, because they're against a team where it's like, well, the other team has Trist with a bunch of tanks.
A bunch of tanks and a Syndra. And we just killed 2. I think they killed the top in jungle. So Trist, Syndra, and Alistar were alive. To
be fair, I don't think Syndra's skill is that well, so I think maybe...
Oh, I don't think she's crazy.
Maybe Jhin Talia could have overpowered it, but it would take another 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm fine with trying to force it. If the Talia's low mana, sure, but one of the things that happens is, like, it is very hard to tell exactly how much Baron damage you're going to do, and they had it to around 1,500 by the time the Syndra and Alistar and everyone got back around the pit.
But to be fair, like, at that point, they were so low, they would get 100% get ace.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah, but like if they were 2 seconds faster, they're out. And I think that's one of the things that's hard to calculate, the difference between like 1 or 2 seconds.
That is true. I don't think the call itself was that bad. And like you said, it was probably the best look they thought they were going to get the whole game. Because they're getting picks where they won a team fight with essentially down 7k gold.
Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't end up working. I think they get 4 for 0 or aced or something.
It's disgusting. I think it's a 4 for 0.
Yeah. So that's basically the game. Dignitas are able to close it out from there for the most part. And there you go. Dignitas resurgent after Adrian and Alltech joined the team.
I'm actually really impressed with their bot lane. Like, really, really impressed. I think it's a really good meta for both of them, actually, because not only is Alltech personally not known for I don't think of Alltech as, wow, it's that dominant laner. That guy, he's going to smash this guy in lane so hard, it's going to be like, no, this guy, he does his job, and he plays, like, scaling ADs really well. Like, pretty well.
I think he's a good team player, and he's always been a good team player. Like, he looked his best on Sivir. And Kalista is slightly lane dominant, but still kind of is a team champion where it's like, I'm going to pick you up and throw you in, and I'm going to set up stacks on Baron, and I'm not like, you're not a primary carry threat on Kalista, you're kind of just there. And then, like, Tristana, much the same way. Like, usually your team sets you up.
Yeah. And I think that, like, yeah, Alltech has been playing a lot better than I thought, even to the point where, like, he's winning lanes with Adrian. And lanes, I'm just like, do you have any reason winning them this hard?
Yeah, they don't.
And Adrian's playing stuff that like he doesn't really play much, or did not play much before, right? Played some Alistar, played some Thresh. That was like out of left field for me. And as well as being in the meta where Janna's really good, like I think that he's maybe expanded his champion pool to the point where like he's flexible enough to be a strong support player.
Yeah, I think that's huge for them because the problem was like mid lane was inconsistent, bot lane was inconsistent, jungle was inconsistent, some days good. And now it's like some days good, bot lane's good, and jungle is now on more tanks, so he's less inconsistent.
And so, and then you have Keen, where it's like if you have one inconsistent factor, at least from like a coaching perspective, that's a lot. It's easy to make improvements because it's like if your mid loses or whatever, like you could still work with the rest of the pieces you're given.
And it feels like they've really narrowed his champ pool down. Whereas like I know a problem that Keen has always had was he was very flippant on like what champions he thought were good. There was a Challenger Series tournament. This was the promotion tournament, and this is like when Saint was on Gravity and all that stuff. And they didn't practice any Cassinan. Keen didn't think Cassinan was good. And then the night before the tournament, he's like, yo, Saint, I think Cassinan's really good. I want to play it. And Saint is like, you motherfucker. Like, we didn't practice any of this. You told me this champ was bad. Now you think it's good and you want to play it tomorrow with zero practice. Go fuck yourself. And, like, he flipped out. It was hilarious. Now they're coaching together and all that stuff. But I think they've done a good job kind of being like, listen, you're going to play a lot of Cassio, you're going to play a lot of Ori, and you're going to play Talia, and like pretty much meta stuff.
Yeah, and then the random Karthus, like...
The random Karthus.
Wait, we misclicked this one, but for the most part...
Yeah, as soon as they got him back onto his meta shit. Play Syndra, dude. It's trust me, it's a good champion.
Yeah, and then like his Ori is like, he's played a lot of Ori.
He actually plays the standard mages super well. Like his Azir was good back in the day. His Vlad was fine. It was like he just
it'd be those times where he's like, you know what? This is my Hecarim game. My time to shine.
Let me that Cassidin. You know,
no. Anyways, I think that kind of does it for our roundup today. Again, we are a 2-day show. Greatest League Time does Saturday and Sunday.
Greatest League Talk Show.
Greatest League Talk Show. Why did I say time?
Because it used to be post league time.
No, there's no way I said it.
Post time league.
There's no reason.
Greatest time league.
Anyways, so tomorrow's episode will be on the 4 best of 3s tomorrow, as well as the power rankings. Our weekly power rankings are winding down quite quickly when there's 2 weeks left.
2 weeks left, and last week we had to do with Yuna.
It was bad. I already know.
Did you look at them?
No.
We'll pull them up for you. You know what? Tomorrow we'll do like a little mini segment where I'm like, Scarra, let me know what you think of these power rankings, and you can just take them apart.
Oh, well, the thing is, I didn't watch the games, but
that's fine. You just bash.
Yeah, that's okay.
It doesn't need to be fair.
I get bashed.
It doesn't need to be fair.
Yeah. To be fair, the one thing that has kind of scared me the most is I just thought P1 would look better. You know,
I've completely given up on P1. They smashed Rift Rivals, and as they came back, I was like, guys, be careful. This might have been like a Gigabyte Marine situation where they're just super aggressive and Europe didn't know what to do. And Europe sucks, obviously. And then that was completely the case. And it's like, nope, they're just not actually good. NA has played against Mike Young before. They realized he's fucking nuts. And then the meta changed for the worse. And then Ryu left for 1 week. He didn't play last week. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was so funny. I'm watching this week. I'm watching literally Friday. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, P1's playing. I wonder how their mid laners, Selfie and Pyrion, are going to play. And I look at it. I'm like, Ryu's playing?
Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, I was like, he's playing. I thought Ryu was on break. And that's when Freak threw in the great tweet where he was like, he's not on G2, man. He doesn't need to take 8 weeks of break. I was like, Jesus,
shit,
man.
I didn't see that. Let's go.
So I was really surprised and shocked to see him back in there. Maybe they're more desperate than I thought, because when a player says he's gonna take a break, like if I come up to someone, I'm like, look, I need a break for my mental health. I'm gone for like the rest of the split.
Yeah, I don't like. What did 1 week like give you? And if it was something that like 1 week would have recovered you, I would have rather seen you kind of like, man up a little bit and get out there and like you're playing with your team. These guys rely on you. You're the guy that we signed to this contract. It's your job.
Yeah, exactly. And so, whatever, he's back, and I'm just really shocked that P1 can't win games.
I mean, it's the same problem that they had earlier on the split. Most of their laners suck. Mike Young is now no longer shitting on early games, and then lo and behold, when he comes back down to earth, the whole team is not good.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Envy from like last.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
I think their early games are okay.
They're okay, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not godlike.
Yeah.
In this meta, I don't think you can have a godlike.
If I'm like, you're like, tell me, what's the best thing about P1 right now?
Mike Young.
You know what? I actually think he's the specialist roams.
Oh.
Probably better than Mike Young's jungle. Like early.
I mean, to be fair, they're working together pretty well. Like the first game where the
Zach game.
They got like full control of the river. When Gate walked in, they sniped them to have no flash, and that set up like the 4-for-1, 3-for-1 play in the river like 2 minutes later. And so I think they do a good job together. But yeah, you're right. I think Special has been doing a good job.
Oh well. That's going to do it for this episode of Greatest League Talk Show. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back even faster, so you guys don't need to watch any of Josh and Scarra's horrible Guilty Gear matches.
Come on.
I only have a quick, got to change and head over. I don't have a small Riot meeting.
Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. Power rankings are tomorrow. If you missed today's episode, or you love us so much you want to rewatch it multiple times, you can find us at youtube.com/greatestleagueTS. Where the episode will be up tomorrow.
Yeah, and also follow our social medias. They're going down right there. Right around there.
And of course he comes out.
Josh hears us wrapping up. He's like, hey, you want to stream some Guilty Gear? I mean, you guys could.
The very last minute comes in.
You guys can keep the stream going and just play Guilty Gear here. I don't care. This isn't my laptop anymore. I don't need to steal it back.
Oh, I might need that back, but for reasons I'll talk to you later.
Oh, right, but I just mean like... my laptop right
on this
right. Yeah.
Is
this it? What did I just open?
Gorn.
What is... Oh, I opened Tekken 7.
Are you blind?
Oh, speaking of stuff I want to play right now, dude, let's... No, we're good. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in tomorrow.
I have to get out of Tekken before I can close the stream.
Oh my god.
How do I get out?
Just press escape.
Okay, well, I didn't know. Sometimes you can click.
We're not going to do a Q&A today, guys. I'm sorry. We have more important things. We have a lot of business meetings to do tonight.
What?
And the business meetings may have maybe named Guilty Gear.
That's Guilty Gear, pre-show. Oh, we don't have the exit scene. Josh didn't build it.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's a lazy fuck.
I did most of it.
Yeah.
Come on!
I just have to yell at Josh.
Our exit screen is a black screen. Thank you guys for tuning
Hold on,
in.
I'm working on it. I'm digging up the file. I'm downloading the
car.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
All right, there we go.